must say the IQ of this meeting has just doubled. Prof Reid's here.
Never Con was here.
Gotta average it back down. You can't leave the listeners behind.
Oh, no, well, viewers. If they're viewers, I'm concerned. I really am. It's time for toast.
Time for toast. Cool.
All right, welcome back. Schekman, Michael Boer, Constantine. And joining us for the first time is Professor Robert Reid.
Alright, so hit us with this design punishment.
Okay, so today what we're basically doing is a design, we're solving a problem, but not in the standard sort of mechanical or aeronautical sense necessarily. It's a almost more natural problem. There to show you the idea of, in solving general everyday problems, not that this would be an everyday problem, but in solving those sort of problems, you're doing it in the way we expect you to undertake design. Whether it's finding solutions, whether it's getting the information you need, and even defining the problem. So I'm going to put the three people here in a particular situation. They are then going to ask questions. They can tell me they're going to do something. They can even tell they're going to view something or interact with something, but they need to be clear. You can't just say, I'm going to open it. You need to say how you're going to open it. If you're going to kick something, how you're going to kick it, where you're going to kick it. That information needs to be clear. In the same way, when you're undertaking design, you need to be clear. You need to be precise and non-vague. Otherwise, everything else is misinterpreted, and then that's when you end up in trouble. All right, so the three of you have just woken up in a room. It's a room of 4 walls. You're in your current attire. Everything you have on you right now is what you have currently. And you hear a person on the other side of the wall in front of you who questioningly says, "Hello, is anyone there?"
Is the light on in this room?
The light is in fact on. Well, there is light.
Is there a roof?
There is a roof. Yes, there is a ceiling.
And are there windows?
There is a single window on your right.
So
relative to the door?
So in your direction you're facing right now, to give you a bit of a context, then the person is directly in front of you from where you started.
Behind the wall.
It's coming from across that wall, yes. And then to your right is that window.
Okay. And did we say, is there a door in this room?
So directly in front of you is a door, and then to your left there is another door.
As in left on the same wall, or as left on the wall opposite the window?
Left. So there are 2 doors and 1 window.
2 doors. Is there any furniture?
There is a chair.
Then I'll just carry on reading my book. What are you guys going to do?
I mean, this is what I want to know. I mean, why do we care whether somebody is saying, is there anybody there?
Okay, well, you see, so directly in front of you on the wall opposite you, it says at 8 o'clock, anyone inside this room will die. To which the person then speaks up. Yes. Hi. It says the same thing on my wall. Would be great if you could help me. Absolutely spiffing.
So we're trying to escape.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. So the question is, can we just open the door to this other person?
All right, so what are you going to do to do that?
Well,
Does the door have a knob?
The door does. It is a nice brass handle.
And is it locked?
Let me show you. I've got a picture of the door. That.
It's
Okay, so a nice white door, pretty plain with a handle on the right side.
No lock. Do you have your lockpicking set on you?
The door handle itself actually does have a lock. So in the dead center, there's a little key.
Okay.
See, Con has a lockpicking kit, but he doesn't have
Does
it
he
on
have
him.
it? No, he doesn't have it on him.
don't have it on his
Unfortunately,
head.
when you're
Okay.
abducted, that was the wrong time.
But the
for
question is the door locked?
that. How would you test that?
I would hold the knob and turn it right and see whether it opens or not.
It does not even slightly turn.
Actually, and if I turn it anti-clockwise to the left?
Not even slightly. It does not budge.
And if you ask the guy on the other side of the wall to try?
I'm currently tied to a pole right now, so not going anywhere. Sorry.
Okay. The window.
What about the window?
How big is it?
The window is approximately 0.5 meter by, let's call it 0.6 meters, and it looks like that.
So it is taller than it is wider.
Yes.
So it's a sash window.
We're going to have a quick break while someone decides to do. Who
That's
the
me
fuck
with my
knows what?
jackhammer.
Sounds like someone is running tests with square trolley wheels.
What are they doing to the poor guy on the other side of the wall?
That's not me, I'm afraid. I have no idea. Ooh.
Okay, and that sash window, is it locked?
I mean, I mean, this is stuff where you've now got to start.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the same way in design, saying does this work or does that work? It's not the way it works. You've got to get that extra information. In this case,
Alright.
you have to try it.
Okay.
Did you ever play those very early, like Indiana Jones games?
Text-based games.
Where you type look at window and look at edge of window. So is the glass single or double glazed? Can I see that, like looking at it?
It looks single glazed.
Okay.
The question is, can we just go? If I hold the bottom of the sash window and I try and lift it up, does it go?
It does not move up at the slightest.
Does it have a latch?
No latch.
Oh, okay.
So it appears to be closed, but single pane glass, which means that we could use our chair to break it.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
What is outside the window?
You see a brick wall. I mean, it's about 1 meter
So if there's,
away.
like, fire
Well, it's not a
outside.
brick wall, but a smooth concrete wall, 1
Okay.
meter away from the outer edge of your wall.
So before we break stuff, should we try the other door?
Yes.
Okay, so the other door,
So
if
the
you're
door the same as-
No, I'm afraid it looks like that.
It's definitely a murder door.
It's like a jail door.
Yeah, metallic in looks with big bolts
And,
sitting on it and a horizontal handle.
Should we
and
try
it's
the handle?
completely solid.
Yeah, no, it is completely solid. Well, I mean, it certainly looks completely
Yeah.
solid, yes.
And it's got a little food hatch.
It's got a food hatch there, or some sort of viewing hatch of some sort on it as well. Yes.
Does the handle turn?
The hand, well, as I assume you're going to try to turn
Yes.
the handle. Yes, it turns.
Okay. So if I turn, if that picture is
No, it's starting.
geometrically correct,
So the handle is starting. Apparently, we're rebuilding our building around us at this current point, so bear with us, if you do, please. The handle is currently starting in the horizontal position.
okay. So if I turn it counterclockwise,
It freely turns counterclockwise.
it just spins.
Yeah, no, we'll happily just, you can keep
If I
going.
pull on it while I
It does
turn
not pull, it does not move and pull
Okay.
or push. I'll give you that. You got to understand the problem. You got to start maybe asking more questions. You got to find out if there's anything else in the room because you got to know what's in your environment. You got to use everything that's there.
Is it just the chair? Did we wake up from a bed?
No, you were standing. All
Okay.
three of you were
We woke
standing.
up standing.
Okay.
So we know there's a light in there and we know that there's a chair in there.
Is there anything? I mean, if we turn around, is there anything else that we can
There
see?
is a pot plant. It looks like that.
That's,
It's
Little cactus.
Cactus,
little
yes.
cactus.
Is the cactus on the floor or on a
It's
table?
on, it's on the floor.
is it like a small cactus?
It's
Like-
approximately,
like a
let's call it, in total height, everything included, pot plant and plant, about half a meter high.
Okay. If I tilt the pot, is there anything underneath the pot?
So you're going to tilt it. It weighs about 25 kilograms.
Never mind.
That's doable. Is there a key under the pot?
There is no key underneath the pot.
Bottom of the chair?
Bottom of the chair, so how are you guys? We're going to turn the chair upside down?
Yes.
Yeah, no, there's nothing underneath there. It's just
And-
a standard chair.
and-
I'm going to show you the chair just for reference sake.
Is there a carpet in the room?
It is a nice smooth floor. That's the chair. So a wooden chair, cushioned black surface.
You know, like
Did you tip the pot plant? I'm curious.
a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, no, nothing. There's nothing underneath there. You can clearly see that.
Okay.
No pictures on the wall?
No, it's nice, clean wall surfaces.
Apart from the sign telling us that we're going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
What are the
it's
walls?
nice.
I mean, if I walk up to the walls and hit it, is it brick covered in concrete or?
It is a very definitively smooth concrete wall, hard, doesn't tend to bulge whatsoever. Cool to the touch.
Is there a trapdoor in the floor?
No, the floor appears smooth, certainly.
And is there some form of hatch in the ceiling?
No, the ceiling is also 3.5 meters away from the floor.
That's
The
a big
wall
ceiling.
on the right is... Dear God. I'm trying to imagine what the hell that is.
We are broadcasting from Park Station.
So we thought we had found a nice quiet venue, but it turns out goddamn World War III is happening above us. The wall on the right, to be clear, is actually face brick. It's not smooth. The other walls are smooth.
Double or single there?
I mean, I don't know how the hell you tell that by
Is the
looking.
is the window in the face brick?
Yes.
And can we
So-
see how thick the wall is? By
Yeah, by looking-
Yeah, no, so it certainly looks probably a double layered brick.
Okay.
Maybe even wider.
How solidly framed is the door to the room with the other guy, the white door?
Oh, it's a very solid door. You can push on that. That thing's not
Okay.
budging. In fact, it almost feels like concrete.
Okay. How solid is the chair?
I mean,
Well,
the
like a
chair's a
wooden
standard
chair.
wooden chair. You
So-
could,
Well, I mean, you have varying degrees. You have like rickety wooden chair, and you have something made in the 70s.
okay, it's not necessarily shifting left and right as you move it, but
It looks like a normal dining room chair.
I'd say it's a
Okay.
normal dining room
Okay.
chair.
But the chair would be good enough to break the window.
You could
So
certainly.
with the pot plant.
Yeah.
Out the window, can you see the ground?
You can look, but it doesn't look like you can quite see the floor from that point.
So we don't
Just
know
given the
how-
distance.
So we're 1 or 2 floors or
We
3
don't.
floors
Well,
up.
we don't know how high we are.
Don't
You're
know.
certainly higher than 1, 2, or 3 floors.
Okay. And you say you can see a wall directly out of the window.
Nice smooth wall, yeah. 1 meter away.
If you look up out of the window, can you see the top
You can
of
see
the
a
wall?
nice blue sky.
We're basically at the top of the building across the.
I didn't say how
across the way.
high up, but you can
Yeah.
see it high up.
But the point is,
You're near the top of
Okay,
you're near the top of the other building.
but we're not right at the top necessarily. But we
of the other building, no.
Yeah.
What's our floor made from? Also concrete.
Concrete, similar to what we're currently in right now.
Okay.
Is there any possibility that we could use the pot plant as a ram at least to break down the wall to our neighbor?
How would you do that?
I would pick the pot plant up because it's 25 kilograms.
Sure.
I would probably use the chair to break off the cactus because I don't want to
Yeah.
grab 25
Or
kilograms
you
of
can like
battering ram
you
that's
can
got
like
cactus.
scoop around it and then pull out by the
I
soil.
would just use the
root.
chair to bash the cactus
That's
out.
what you
Yeah.
And then use the
Exploding cactus.
pot as a big weight, and maybe using 2 people to hold it, we could then swing it into the door and see
And I would
whether we
use the
could
chair
break.
cushion to make sure you don't cut yourself.
All right, some nice, good plans, a good set of concepts there. As you hit the cactus, you notice it's a fake top to the pot plant.
Oh,
I was wondering why you asked about how far we tipped it.
okay. And
What's in the pot?
Is
A
there
key.
happen to, okay.
It wasn't under the pot, it was in the pot.
Yes.
I was going to ask about digging the soil, but I thought it would be pointless.
See, that's the thing with design is there's nothing that you have to kind of try many ideas.
Yes.
Does the key look like it'd fit in the slot to the white door?
Let me check
In the
whether
white
what that key is.
or
looking like.
the metal door.
I don't think there was. Look,
It didn't like it had a key, it just had the handle that
Yeah,
went round
the
and
weird-
round.
spinning
I'm
handle.
actually wrong. There is no key. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead here.
balls.
At the bottom of the pot
So
is
there's a key somewhere.
yeah.
You'll have to eat the cactus to find it.
At the bottom of the pot is a piece of paper with the instruction of right 90, left 45, right 90, left 180, right 45.
That sounds like it's for the spinny door.
Yes.
handle.
Yeah, it's a combination lock on a big steel door.
Okay. Okay, we'll assume that it works and the door opens.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, you find yourself in front of you. There is a corridor. There are no lights, and it goes off towards your right. It's about half a meter wide.
So basically, it goes in the direction of the guy who's attached to the pole.
It does. At the end of that corridor is another door.
Are we going to try and rescue the asshole
I mean-
on the pole?
Be nice.
Well, you know what? There might be all sorts of other goodies inside his room that we can get access to if we can get in there.
Either it's a trap or else yes, there could be goodies.
Yeah.
It could be a trap.
Yeah.
Okay, assuming 8 o'clock is real time.
Yes, no, that's the way this
Okay,
works.
we have 10 minutes. Let's do this.
That's at 12.
12 minutes.
Can we just? Admittedly, it could be a trap.
Yes.
Yeah.
In which case, but we're doomed either way at this point.
Yeah. Should we
So-
try the corridor one at a time, just in case?
Well,
I would say let's try to get out. If we can't get out, come back and see
Okay.
if there's something else.
I would tend to go the other way and try and rescue the guy and see whether there's
Ethically,
other
that would be
stuff.
the right thing to do. I'd
Ethically,
say.
it would be. The
I
right
would
thing.
first see if we're both or not.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. All right.
So, what's the plan? This all comes down to, by the way, this is all problem definition. While the whole thing here was, it wasn't kind of clarified up front, what is to be done? Are we rescuing or are we simply getting out? And because of that, then you end up doing a whole bunch of different things all over, and you're scrambling
We
around.
also need to remember we've got everything that we've got on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, at this point, we haven't needed to define what our problem is. It doesn't matter whether we're rescuing or getting out. At this stage, getting out amounts to the same thing.
Yeah.
But-
Now that we're out, we
Yeah,
have to.
so
Oh, you
the
don't know
overall
if
high
it's-
speed-
you're in a corridor.
But we've made one small step of progress. We
Yes,
now have
sure.
to
So the
decide
overall
what
problem
to do.
is get out. And these are all the
Yeah, it's get
steps
out.
in between.
And hopefully we can rescue.
But you don't know if the route you've just taken is a complete sidetrack with a dead end.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
And that's because you haven't defined the box. So you should.
Do I have my
Some
cell
form.
phone on me?
You do. There's no signal.
Okay, because GPS location. If we're in like the middle of somewhere.
Well, your
weird.
GPS will probably work without signal, but it really doesn't tell you much.
Okay.
It tells you that you are here.
But the corridor had no lights, which means
So the corridor
Yeah.
has no
Well, no,
lights.
look, it depends. If we're in the middle of Siberia in winter, we might as well just stay
no,
here.
we were in England or some Commonwealth colony, according to the accent,
All right, that's
and
true, that's
evidently
true.
in World War II. Tally ho.
By Joe.
But do we now know that there are no lights in the corridor
Yeah,
outside?
Shucks, there was
no,
no
no,
lights.
so in the
The
But,
corridor
corridor
was on.
but some of the light from our room can spill out. Into
It
the-
is,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, by the time you reach that other door,
I
there-
have.
But you
We
have,
have a
your
cell phone. I would like
Okay.
to turn on the torch on my cell phone and walk down the corridor to this other door.
Okay, that other door looks very much similar to the first door that was directly in front.
Okay. This has also got a weird spinny
Yeah.
handle lock.
Oh yeah, the little brass knob thing with.
Oh,
No,
the
it was
white
the
brass
interleading
knob.
door, which was locked.
Right.
All right.
Should
And again, you don't have your lockpicking gear, so
And again, we could use our cactus as a battering ram because it doesn't look like a particularly solid door.
yeah.
And
It certainly felt like a solid door. To be honest, when you felt it, it did feel concrete.
so that
Okay.
that knob is also locked on this new door.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
Okay.
turn either.
which new door? The
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 door.
one at the end of the.
We're going to
hallway.
start referring to them as names now. So
Okay.
door 1 was the one in front of you directly.
Mhm.
To your
The
left,
white
the
door.
one you just opened is door 2,
Yeah.
and the other one you found is door 3.
This corridor, does it have the cells on both sides, or is there a railing and something?
There's some piping network and stuff. You're almost like in a maintenance area of 2 rooms, but
So it also has a ceiling and a
Oh,
squat
yeah,
walls.
yes, yeah.
and does it have any other? We know that there's a neighbouring room. Are there multiple rooms all the way down the
it's just
passage?
those 2 doors.
Just our door and,
Well,
and
by
the
the,
neighbour's
certainly by
door.
the looks of it, there's only just 2 doors.
Is there anything on the back of the door we just opened?
So you'd have to close the door. Or you
I wouldn't close it all the way. I just kind of close it
look at
most of the way.
There is a key strapped to that door.
Yeah. Does that key look like it would fit door 1?
It probably would, but there is a small issue. There is a broken key already in door 1.
Oh, but if we go into the passage and we now go to what would effectively be door 4,
Door 3.
does our neighbour's room have a door into the passage or not?
Okay, so
Should we
door,
sketch
yes.
this?
So in his room, well, I mean, you probably have to ask him, and according to him, on the left is a white door, and directly in front of me is another white door.
So that's slightly different.
On that
colours.
same wall, there is that text, the whole thing about me dying. It's not
So
very-
door 1 is over here.
Yes.
The pole is over here. The window was here.
Well, we're
Door 2
assuming
was
the pole is
there.
here.
Door 3 is there.
That door
Yes.
open in that direction.
Okay.
So door 3's there.
No, door 3 is there.
Oh, so this is door 3.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
You did
okay.
say at the end of the corridor.
Yes.
though.
Okay. Poor descriptions. That's my bad.
Ah,
Can I ask the bloke if he can reach his door? One of the 2 doors.
You can ask him, but I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, so he's like strapped to it.
so
He's
so,
quite well timed.
so in terms of what we now know, we have 2 rooms that have an interleading door between them, and they each lead out onto a passage which has no beginning or end.
No apparent beginning or end.
Shall we try the same combination on this door? Or is it a...
No.
it's also
so
white.
it's,
My bad.
it's
Yes,
the same
okay.
as the first door. And to be clear, that key does not work on that door.
Okay. And this one has a broken key in it.
It has a broken key in it. It goes about 5 miles out.
So the key that's strapped to the back of door 2 is the broken key for...
No. Well, it is a key.
Oh, it is a key.
It is a nice solid whole key.
Are the spines on the cactus small, prickly
They're
spines?
fake.
All right, so they're fake.
There's no
Wobbly plastic or like hard plastic?
wobbly.
Damn it. So how much of the broken key is sticking out of this keyway?
Let me get the exact measurement according to the way I've
Because we
defined
can
it.
try and find a way to like grip it and
Yes,
pull it out.
exactly.
5 millimeters.
Okay.
Or I was thinking we could try and lever it with some sort of thorn of a cactus.
Does the key look like it was fully set when it broke?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's almost the beginning part of the sort of main.
Can we try and like, with the fingertips, grab and pull?
Your fingers are slipping, unfortunately.
Okay. is there a tooth or like a notch on the bottom I could use as
Yeah,
like
there
a
are ways.
Does the key knob thing have any screws or anything that are visible that my little wallet pocket ninja could attempt to do?
Weird enough, you can probably pull that.
So there are all these undo screws and screwdriver
if
bits
you
and
use,
their pointy
if
bits
you
on this
use
thing.
this as in the bottom
As
of
a
the keyway,
lever.
you might be able to like wedge the key out at least one of the slots, and you should be able to get a grip.
If you get a grip on it, you could use that to lever it, and the infinite sides, you could literally wear it
Actually,
out.
wait. If the key is still in there, if you just kind of like that, and then use that as a
You
torsion
might be able to grip
thing.
it and
Yes.
try and twist it.
Yeah, I mean, this little slotty thing on your wallet ninja
No.
seems quite.
We could have a go at opening the door.
Hadn't considered that solution. This is all about design, how you're using the tools around you.
Well, it just turns out that Michael Boer is very well equipped.
All right, so you turn the key, the door unlocks.
Does it open inwards to our original room 1, or does it open towards?
Away from you.
So it opens up into room 2.
Yes, the other room.
Okay, so
So we very gingerly open the door.
yes, okay. I'm gonna stand over there, off the side of the frame, and kind of push the door like this in case things jump out and try to kill us.
Is there a light on in that room?
Well, I mean, have you opened the door yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pushing
So
the door
okay,
open
Pushing the
around
door
the
so that,
corner.
yes, there are lighters.
I mean, we're standing back while Constantine goes
Yes.
first.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know, like flame.
Prof Reed standing there with a chair in case.
And,
Up with a
and
cactus.
Constantine goes in, and what does Constantine see? Tell us,
Nothing.
Constantine. Well,
Oh, that's weird. Is
Nothing.
there a
Nothing.
speaker on?
There is a speaker on the floor.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Hello, it's me.
You dickhead.
are you our captor?
These are big questions, but honestly, at the end of the day, you've still got 3 minutes.
All right, so
Shit.
we walk into what is now room 2.
Yeah.
What furniture is there?
There is still the pole there.
Okay, so
There is no
center of the room.
center of the room.
So
Dead
from
center.
floor to ceiling.
Floor to ceiling.
How's it fixed?
It looks like it's literally embedded in the floor. and
Oh,
in the
okay.
roof.
So it's not like one of those fail video strip poles that just fall over immediately.
No,
In terms of the walls in that room, any windows?
unfortunately not. The only
So there's just the door 3.
just door 3. Or yeah, door 1 and door 3, and a pole.
Yeah.
And a speaker.
Just the pole goes into the ceiling. There's no like gap at the top of the pole or something.
No.
So you can't like it's not like a fireman's pole.
No.
Okay.
And does this other room have a window of any sort?
No. Just the only window has been the one that was in your original room.
Can we try and pull the speaker out of the floor?
The speaker's not attached to the floor. It happily picks up. Nice, easy.
Oh, is it like a Bluetooth
just
thing?
a little-
Okay.
Wireless speaker of sorts. Battery powered. 2 minutes, gentlemen.
Should we break the window and see how far the drop is if we stick our head out?
Yeah.
I'm inclined to go for
that's-
that.
I mean, we asked about the corridor.
And then it appears to be. The question is, if we go into the corridor and we start walking, is there a wall at the end, or is it just because it's dark we cannot see?
No,
where
no,
there's
with
a-
the light you're happy to see that there was.
And there was no
a
fire
wall.
escape behind door 2.
No,
in
there
that
was no
edge of
fire
the
escape.
corridor.
But there are some pipes and things in it.
It was a maintenance area. Or appeared to be something.
But it's a dead end maintenance area that's got.
Certainly an apparent dead end maintenance.
So let's go to the end of the passage and check whether the door.
The doors, air conditioning, ducting.
I mean, an apparent dead end doesn't necessarily mean it is a dead end.
Yes.
The toy cactus,
Yes.
does it have actual dirt on
No,
it?
no,
It's a completely cast thing.
Yes.
Damn it.
Let-
Do you like the whole?
It's
Let's focus on the corridor
let's
then.
focus, because it's quite possible that the corridor goes around a corner and it just looks like a wall in front of you. But if you
That's
go
true.
down there, there's actually the corridor
Okay.
continues to the right. Or
We
left.
have a minute. Let's
So
do it.
at either end, is there a corridor going around either of these
How would
2
you find
rooms?
that out?
We have to go.
Walk to the end
We
with a
run
torch.
now at this point.
Yes.
One of us runs one way, one of us runs the other way,
We split up.
and we go to see whether there is whether there's a corner in the corridor.
Or a gap or a door or an
While
access panel
while
or an
I'm
air
while I'm
You don't
jogging
see
along,
anything
while I'm jogging along, I just want to like tap on the one wall.
along that wall
that
there.
one.
I mean, you're tapping on various sets of pipes and things
Yeah,
like
just
that.
to see if there's like a
they
weird hollow
sound
space.
like pipes. and you only tap on the wall, it sounds like a wall. I guess
Okay.
there's maybe a small echo. Every
Are
now
they
and then.
water pipes, natural gas pipes?
They look mostly like
cables?
sewage and water pipes.
And there's no ending. I mean, there's no way out. This maintenance area is a dead-end maintenance area. That's
Certainly
No
looks that way.
trapdoors, no.
Certainly looks that way.
Can I like yank on the pipes here and there?
Where about?
Just like as I go along from one end to the other, just like give each pipe a good shake, and if they don't burn my hands.
Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Are there any valves on any of these pipes?
No, I'm afraid not.
I think we can break the window.
Yeah.
Stepping back into the room, you'll die. It's 8 o'clock now. Anyone inside the room dies.
Stats on the room.
Did we bring the chair with?
All right.
The ceiling. Is
So
there
we're
anything
just-
on the ceiling?
So
of
we're
the
now
hallway?
trapped in the other. We're now trapped in the corridor.
Well, somewhere you walked into the room to first find that out. So which one of you's gone? Also, I tell you, there's no way out at that point.
Who volunteers as tribute?
The way out's through the window, by the way.
Damn it.
Just on the other side of it was the little fire escape. The window moved down, not up.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main idea here of this is that the way things look is not necessarily the way, just because anyone has done it previously that way, or the way that when you look at it, it appears that way. You can't make a judgment solely based on that. You need more information than simply a single source or a single number or a single quantity. A little unfair on the certain side, I do understand that.
It also
very
appears to me
open-ended.
that sometimes maybe the obvious solution is the right one. If we'd just gone and even broken the window right at the beginning with our chair and put our head out, we would have seen.
Well, admittedly, I asked what you can see out looking down and what you can see looking up. I didn't ask left or right because you might have been able to see the damn fire escape.
Agreed. But in our efforts to do things elegantly,
Yeah.
we
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 died.
We
missed out.
overcomplicated the problem,
Yes.
which is all too common.
Part of the problem, yeah.
Okay,
all right.
good stuff.
All right, well, that's it. A little bit of a sidetrack from our typical podcast topics. Thank you very much. Catch you guys another time. If you're curious, so there are a couple extra points that I'd come up with this. It was detailed as all bloody hell. On the brick face of the window, one of the bricks was loose. And as if you
That
tried
was
that.
2 layers thick.
Yeah, no, but then the one that was the key.
Oh,
Key
what?
to door 3.
Oh,
Okay, I mean,
That
look,
doesn't help.
all of it leads to nothing, but
Yeah.
it is part of the solution. Underneath the pot plant, if you had actually looked underneath the lid of the cactus, it said Bert. Well, the guy wasn't there. His name's Bert
Bert
Russell.
Russell.
Yeah, no. I was hoping someone would ask his name. I was like so willing to say after that one, but it said that he wasn't there, so you would have
Okay.
known that up front. But unfortunately, no one asked the question. Like, I had scripts lined up for what he was going to say for various answers to certain questions, and no one bloody talked to him at all.
you could literally make one of those murder mystery games and earn a killing from them.
No.
Being
Quite easy
specific.
if you make all these things up. But the funny thing is, when students try and come up with those things, somehow when we're busy trying to assess their work, we look for the booby traps.
Yeah.
Even though they've created the thing, they haven't thought about how it won't work.
Yeah, and that's the first thing it's how I judge most reports is, all right, that's how I work with
Yeah,
this.
because to me, some of the biggest problems of the fourth year projects are where there's this, whoa, how did you miss this? This is not going to work.
Yeah, exactly.